This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Morning.
On the show today, you're going to find out how competitive hot air ballooning works from an actual
really?
pilot. It's amazing.
You're going to find out when people thought that they were going to die and they were like, oh, no, this is how I go. This is not good.
That were great, those
Cracking
calls.
stories.
We discussed when people won't leave you alone. Absolute strangers come up to you and they just shatter you around the place.
We caught up with Abby Holmes ahead of the AFLW kicking off this weekend.
And we find out why you should put $1,000 on us. Don't put $1,000 on us.
Kiss your money goodbye.
This is Nathan, Nat, and Sean
On Nova.
Nova 937.
It's 4:06, Nathan, Nat and Sean. And guess what, everybody? For the first time this week, we're all back together.
I'll leave. This doesn't feel right.
I know. It's
doesn't feel
much
right.
better in two.
So the show's Nathan, Nat and Sean at the same time.
All at the same time.
Oh, okay. I thought it
Yeah.
was just a serving suggestion.
That's right. Is it because there's burgers in the offing today?
Yeah, well, we're not stupid.
We've got 4 dads cooking for
Yeah.
$5,000 to impress our judges. We're not judging because we don't want that responsibility.
Oh, no, I don't want that.
No, we don't
One
want that.
burger
Yeah.
will win $5,000.
Yeah.
Matt, I was just telling Nathan on the way in, I stopped at Caltex on Canning Highway just before the freeway. And, you know, at that time of the morning, they don't open the doors,
Yes.
so they just have the people at the speaker. So there was a couple of two people, they had the dark clothes on, the hoodies. They looked a bit grungy.
Outside, waiting to get
And
in.
I was thinking, do I wait till they, get away
Bugger off.
Do
before I get
their
out of the
hold
car?
up, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Anyway, this guy turned around, looked at me, and he's smiling like he's off his chops. He had a Incredible Hulk mask on,
Like a plastic
a
mask?
plastic one that you'd get out of a show bag, and it was tilted up so you could see just above his eyes.
Sean,
And
this
he'd
is-
just been ordering whatever they did, a couple of
What,
drinks.
ordering all the money out of the till?
Yeah, I walked to and the chick he was with was right off the rocker too. So
Yeah.
they walked past me just beaming.
What
and
was she
smiling.
dressed as?
She didn't have a mask.
Oh,
on.
she was
just all
she
black
was the
now.
Hulk's love interest.
And I said to the lady, just because it's that
Yes.
time of the morning, I said, was he wearing a Hulk mask? And she said, yes, they were in a very happy mood.
Oh,
Well, that's good because you don't want the Hulk to be angry, as we know.
they've had a great night, haven't they?
Yes.
What have
Not
they
ended,
been What have they been doing on a Thursday
What
night?
did they buy?
I don't know.
They were very
I don't know what drink
thirsty.
it was, but it was
Yeah.
a couple of drinks, yeah.
Yeah.
Good times.
They'd need to compare a big can of Mother or something, wouldn't they? to
I
get
thought
through?
it might have been one of those.
You could go to the gym or do the shopping or go to work.
But what if you went in a beachier direction?
You're only a what if away from a holiday with the What If app. Book accommodation, flights, packages and more.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
So I had the day off yesterday after having day surgery the previous day, and it came out. It all worked out well. It was just in my neck. I was hoping to wake up and have a new set of boobs and a tummy
Yeah.
tuck, but that didn't come.
You were
off.
having like massive injections into your neck and stuff, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just quickly before I get in the story, I'm going to tell you, when my wife, Megan, she dropped me off there.
Yeah.
And that was all nice. And then when she came to pick me up, and this has happened before, Nathan's mum said, next time you're in hospital, I'll come and get you because I've been left by my family.
Yeah.
So I was fully awake, and I remember the nurse go, should I ring your wife now? You'll be ready to go shortly. And I said, absolutely. So she rings me and says, Sean's ready to be picked up. And then they ushered me outside, and I sat in the waiting
Yeah,
room.
there's like a departure lounge.
Departure lounge, and I was there for, I'd say 50, I think it was 57 minutes. Now, I live probably 22 minutes away
You
if
can
the
round
traffic's
that up
bad.
to an hour.
So you're there for an hour.
Yes, and
Sean,
in that
waiting.
mean everyone had left. and I
Yeah,
was there.
because their loved ones love them.
Yeah. So then Megan came and she was up and about. She picked me up and we finally got in the car and she goes, gee, there wasn't many. Were you the only one getting surgery today? And I went, no.
Everyone else has gone
Everyone
home.
left because their families care about them. Oh, well, Lachlan's girlfriend walked in the door when she reckons she was going to leave, so she must have spent half an hour talking to her.
But wait,
But she can see her anytime.
Did you not send her a message saying, "Hey, I'm ready to be picked
Well, the
up"?
hospital
No, the
called
hospital
her.
rang her
They
directly.
called you.
I was right there. It seems to be a thing. Like
There is a
Just, you know
pattern.
what?
Okay.
Just call my mum.
Okay. Well, next time. No, you're the
Your
first
wife has proven she's not doing it. She's not on board. She doesn't want to be part of it.
Okay, here's my story, though, that I want to get to after that sledge. when I first got into the hospital and you walk into the admissions thing and you get your name ticked off, we say I'm there, and then you just sit down in the waiting room like everyone's done a million times.
And you love waiting.
I hate it, obviously. So I thought, we'll sit in a section where there's not many people around, put my headphones in.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Do not disturb. I would have
Yes,
thought.
it does. The international symbol of do not disturb.
Get me phone up and pretend I'm watching something. This guy and wife walk in. They're a bit older. And as soon as this guy, I could see him, as soon as he registered himself, he just saw me and he thought, here's my
Here we
chance.
go.
There's
This is
Sean
it.
McManus.
Oh my God, that is Sean
I've got some
McManus.
football questions that he'd like to hear.
He makes a beeline. Now, I'm telling you, there's probably 10 people smattered amongst 30 seats.
Yes. So there's
And-
chairs all over the place.
Yep. So he makes a beeline, sits down right next to me. Meanwhile, there's not a seat for his wife to sit down next to him.
No,
He's
well-
just there, right? And he's just like, taps me on the shoulder. Sean? You Sean? I said, yeah.
no.
And then he just
You should
starts,
have said turn around and said, I'm Kelly.
see, people would have believed
People
that.
would have believed it.
So he starts asking me footy stuff. I'm just going, oh my God. And he asked me a question, right? So I take my headphones out. I'm talking to him, being polite, and I put the headphone back in.
Yes.
And I'm back into it.
I've answered your one
Yes.
question, no worries. That one's on me. Now let me get back to watching Vikings or whatever it is.
The questions kept coming though, Nate. I was trying to get into Hijack, by the way, because you told me
Hijack's
to.
so good.
So I came back to, anyway, he get me questions. So then you think to yourself, please one of us get called up.
Yes,
so
that's
we're
right.
off. This lady comes through the door, Sean McManus.
You're
I was
like,
like, yes! Through this door into another
Operate
sitting.
on me.
Yeah, let's go, knock me out. Through another door, and then you got to sit down and they just go the paperwork again. They get those tags and they put it
Yeah.
around your legs and arms and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm home and free. When she says, righto, okay, you're finished now, go down to the left-hand side, there's an elevator, you go down to the next part and there's another waiting room.
Yep.
I went, cool. So I went down in the elevator. I'm on a different floor, right? When I went down to that floor, there was probably 2 people in and more chairs, 50
Yes.
I'd say.
Yeah.
And there was a spot right over in the corner where there was this
Yes.
like pole that was completely covering. I mean,
Yes.
you wouldn't know people were sitting
Yeah.
there.
So you can sort
You-
of like
you found
go
a hiding
there,
hole.
hide,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I'm just waiting to be knocked
chill
out.
out.
So I go and find this spot. I reckon 2-3 minutes later,
No.
the elevator opens because you kind of. There's no one in there, so you're
Yes.
kind of just observing things. I've got my headphones back in, by the way. And here comes this dude with his wife. And he walks down. Out of all the chairs, he comes and sits next to me.
Do you reckon he
Right.
slipped an air tag in your pocket?
Good idea.
Where is he? Why there he is. Hi there. Brenda.
Was they
Go
like
sit over there.
the last voice you heard before they knocked you out and the first voice you heard when you woke up? What's
Well,
happening?
to be honest, Nat, he was in the waiting room when I came back out, but he got taken out by his missus and off they went, and I was still there.
Bring his wife with him.
Yeah,
this
she
time?
came down this time and she sat next to him, but he still posed the questions, and I was thinking, oh my God, I'm never getting away with this guy.
Well, he's
and I'm
gone,
going to be
this
stuck
is
in the
my
bed
chance.
next to him.
It's a captive audience. He can't go anywhere. I can ask him anything I like. I would have been faking phone calls like there was no tomorrow.
Tell you
I
what,
wanted to.
when it happens on a flight, it's worse enough. But when it happens out in the real world,
Yeah,
it's like
horrific.
when a stranger decides that they want to. That they want to be in your world and they want
Yes.
to talk to you. Oh my God!
Leave me alone,
shut
stranger.
up. Leave me alone, stranger. Should we talk about that?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's.
When someone just keeps talking to you and you're like, shut up. I am not on board with this. We'll give somebody $150 to spend at Mick Robert Distillery.
Great.
Yeah, for tours and tastings, check out this family-owned and operated distillery. Details at mickrobertdistillery.com.au.
All right, when have you been screaming inside your head, leave me alone, stranger? Because they're persistent. We'll give them that.
So, and I think sometimes you'll get stuck in a moment where you're just going about your own business and
Yes.
someone just latches onto you. They want to have a conversation with you and you
And
just
in
want
your
to be
head,
in your
you're,
own time.
you're screaming, leave me
me
alone,
alone.
stranger.
My mother and father did this to me years ago. I was at Just Burgers. We were sort of sitting outside and then just having something to eat. And then next minute, this fruity-tooty Northbridge character came up and this woman was like wearing like a dream catcher and flowy outfit. And she sat down and started talking to me about the vibrations of colours and how she really loves that and enjoys that. And then as she's doing this, Mum and Dad have slowly just turned their back to me and just left me alone with
Abandoned
that.
you.
Can't do that.
And suddenly I was on a separate table to them.
Let's go to Brendan in Brabham. Hi, Brendan.
Hey guys, how are you?
Good, buddy. Okay, talk to us about when you were screaming in your head, leave me alone, stranger.
Yeah, it must be some of our hospitals. So last year, had to have a knee reconstruction, so was just in overnight and came out of the surgery quite late, so I was pretty tired anyway. Went into a room, there was, I think, 4 of us in the room, and the other sort of older guys had been in there for a couple of days together, so I was sort of the
Fresh
fresh
meat.
person coming in. And after the surgery I couldn't get myself out of bed or anything.
Yes.
I was pretty bedbound for that night. And the guy in the opposite corner, for whatever reason, just wanted to chat, but rather than just having a distant conversation, he decided to get up, come over, sit at the bottom of my
Brendan.
bed.
Oh, no,
Feet to the
Brendan.
side, sat on the bottom of my bed, and I was I didn't want to tell him to go away, so we were stuck there chatting for about an hour and a half. Made a couple of hints about, I'm pretty tired, and he was like, we'll just keep chatting for a bit longer, it's all right. You got all night to sleep, and then by the end I was like, mate, I'm wrecked.
You're exhausted for talking.
My favourite thing is if he would have gone, okay, let's have some privacy and pulled the curtain around you both.
That was next.
It's that captive audience when he literally can't
my
get
God.
away. What do you do?
And here you are, Brendan,
Drug me up,
pressing
knock
the
me
button
out.
for the nurse.
Thanks, Brendan. Brittany's in Nollamara. Hello.
Hi, guys.
Brett. Okay, talk to us about when you wanted to be left alone.
So I used to work at a grocery store about 5 years ago, and I recently moved back into the area, obviously in Nollamara, and every single time I go in there to quickly pick something up, I get stopped by somebody that I used to serve 5 years ago. Without a doubt, it's it ends up being an hour that I'm there. Because people just want to stop and tell me their whole life story.
You don't have time for this. So before you moved back to Nollamara, where were you previously, just before?
I was in Dianella, so not far. but I
Sweetheart,
wasn't
you
really-
need to go back to Dianella to go to the
It's
shop.
going to be quicker to go to Dianella Plaza than it is to go to the Nollamara shops. Okay?
You're going to put that into the mix now.
There's a lot of people who do that, Britt. There was a lady I saw at Woolies just recently, and I know that she lives, a fair bit up the road and would go to Coles for last night.
Yeah.
And anyway, she was saying, I said, Jenny, you don't come here often.
Yes.
She goes, she says, you go into your normal shop and you just get stuck talking to people.
Yeah.
They wouldn't
Yes.
know
Yeah.
anything. So
Yeah.
it's best
There
you
you
go
go.
somewhere
You
different.
need to travel.
We've solved your problem there. Dianella Plaza.
I mean, the price of petrol these days so problematic. Thanks, Brett. Joe's in Eden Hill. Hello.
Hey, you guys, how we going?
Good,
Joe.
Joe.
Okay, when were you silently screaming, "Leave me alone, stranger"?
So before we kick off the story, I just want to say I don't want to talk about paranormal or unexplainable situations. So I don't want to talk about it, and I got caught in a situation where I felt like I had to. I'm walking through Woolworths, and conveniently the lolly aisle.
Yes.
There's a lady coming the other way, and as we're walking towards each other, I kid you not, a bag of lollies flung off the shelf. Onto the ground. Not into my hand, onto the ground. It's all good. And we're looking at each other. I'm like, I'm just going to ignore it. I'll just ignore that it's happened. I've had a couple of experiences in the past, and you just ignore it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, this lady wanted a good chat about it, and I was like, I don't want to talk about it. It's the last thing that I want to acknowledge. I don't want to engage in it. Anyway, so I've got away from the conversation. I've walked off. And we're walking down another aisle, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but same situation, another thing falls off the shelf. And she's like, ha, 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 how
is
funny, let's
Ghostbusters,
talk
yeah.
about it again. In my head, I'm going, lady, just leave me alone. Like, this is just ridiculous. I don't want to talk about paranormal stuff. The moment we engage in it, the more that...
Yes,
stuff
I've got
real.
enough to deal with. There's a ghost right now throwing shit at me.
Exactly.
wants to spike my blood sugars at the moment. Yeah, keep going.
100%. So 3 more times through the shop, I catch her on each aisle, and she just pulls me up to talk about these experiences. And in my head, I'm like, flashbacks from like all the other experiences I've had. And I'm like, am I just like possessed or something that this, I'm having these experiences, but this lady is just at me about wanting to know about all these other experiences, if I've had any, or, what's happened today. And I'm like, I just don't want to engage in it. I'm like, these people who are keen on these experiences, it's just not for me. And I don't want to today,
I know,
especially
but
in...
you
don't
experienced
know
it
them.
together. That's what
right.
she's saying.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean?
You're now bonded for life.
Yeah. If something throws itself off the shelf at you, do you feel compelled to buy
I
it?
would
You'd have
think.
to.
What sort of lollies did the spirit world want you to have, Joe?
I feel like they were like sour, like those little sour snake things.
Yeah, yeah.
And
they're
what,
nice.
what were the chips? Were they Pringles? I'm thinking they were.
I feel like it was actually pasta, to be honest. I can't remember
Pasta.
what they were on the
Yeah, some
second
San
aisle,
Remo.
but it was still enough to... I didn't want to engage. I didn't have enough time to look at it. I just tried to keep walking.
That is so funny. And I love how you're walking aisle by aisle in the supermarket and paranormal stuff is consistently happening and you're like, no time.
And you're more haunted by the woman that wants to talk about it. Thanks, Joe.
Good on you, Joe, Brittany, Brendan. They're all great stories. $150 to spend at McRobert Distillery. He's actually going to Brendan to kick this off with the old man. He's parking up on his bed, talking to him for a couple of hours.
Nathan, Nat and Sean in podcast form.
Harry, update. People want an update on the smell in your room.
The ungodly stench
now,
in your bedroom.
If you didn't hear yesterday, Harry was driven out of his home by an unbelievable stench in his bedroom.
Not his sheets, apparently.
It's been a roller coaster of a week, guys, that ended with a death.
Oh, no.
There was a dead rat in the roof.
There was.
Above my room. Yes.
Right above your room.
And it was...
Natural causes?
It was natural... natural causes.
Or was it murdered?
I think it was murdered, Nathan. It was such a relief, but still so annoying that there was a dead rat.
So the corpse has been removed?
Yes, it has. So apparently the guy wasn't home. Our good mate Driz was home at the time. And
What
pest control.
What did the coroner say?
Pest control come over and smelt the room and went, oh, that's straight away dead rat. Yeah.
Isn't that amazing that they've done that job for so long they can walk in and go, dead, whatever it is.
That sounds like an old lady.
In the roof.
Her name's Esme, and she's 89.
So have you moved back in? Is it pleasant enough smelling that you slept there last night?
I stayed at my parents' house last night, and I might as well just stay there for the weekend as well. It's so nice there, and there's food and
the pool yesterday.
The pool was yesterday. The pool was amazing. I was just sitting out there.
Yeah. All right.
And 60% less smell of death.
Yeah, just
at least.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast. Whenever you need a burger sizzled or a terrible dad joke. Hey son, how do you make a burger smile? You pickle it gently.
Yeah, good one, Dad.
It's Griller Warfare.
Nothing excites the guys more than food. And if your dad is the same, then Jerky Co is the perfect Father's Day gift. Sort Dad's Prezi out now at jerkyco.com.au.
All week we have been tempted by amazing burgers. People have been describing them to us. We chose 4 finalists and they are now cooking off right here on the Nova balconies. How good is it?
It's fantastic, Natalie. The smell of burgers in the morning is exactly what we need, Sean.
It's unbelievable.
This isn't crumpet territory.
No, it certainly isn't.
Yeah,
it's got us up and about for a Friday.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah. So yesterday we met Adolfo.
Yes, we did.
I'm with him right now. Hello, Adolfo.
Hi, nice to meet you.
And nice to meet you. Adolfo, the Mexican burger. It was something different. You've woken up this morning and you've made some fresh
guacamole.
Yes, guacamole. It's not the typical one that you might have here in Australia. You all can have a bit. Did the extra one for everyone.
Oh, yes. How lovely.
Why? What
makes the difference? Yeah.
Well, it's a secret recipe.
Everyone's got a secret recipe.
A secret recipe?
Yes. No. I'll have to brand it then.
Okay.
So good.
We can't wait to taste your burger. In fact, the Jerky Boys are here and they'll be tasting them later on. All the pressure's on them.
Yes.
But we have got a few to get through, Nat. Kent,
we do.
To your left.
Kent. Kent, which burgers, what are you making for us?
I'm making the camembert.
Yes. The camembert burger.
Got a nice spicy tomato sauce.
Yep.
Yes.
And homemade mayonnaise with red onion and gherkin.
Wow.
Yes.
And can I point out something, everybody?
Look at the size of that.
Not even chicken salt. Himalayan chicken salt.
So does that mean the salt's from Himalaya or the chickens
are from Himalaya?
Well, you've got to climb up.
The chickens that make the salt, that mine the salt, are in the Himalaya.
Amazing. Okay.
Yes.
Good for you. Good luck. All right, we move on to Ryan. Ryan, what are you cooking for us?
Well, my burger's called the Daddy-O, which my daughter named for me yesterday. And
nice.
It is a beef patty with crispy bacon, cheese, pickles, lettuce, tomato, jalapeno aioli, and Reaper relish.
Ooh.
But I've made the sauce a little bit less spicy for our judges, considering that it's 7 o'clock in the morning.
Reaper relish is a little bit terrifying.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, it's not the first time the Jerky Boys have soiled themselves at 7 o'clock in the morning, so it's fine.
Our final contestant is Mark, who currently has one meaty hand. What's happening in your right?
Oh, that's
Mark?
disgusting.
What is is that?
Morning, Mark.
He's just going to deep fry that glove.
That's all my batter mix for my chicken.
Oh, yeah, so you're the deep fried chicken burger guy. All right, we're looking forward to that as well. All right, well, one of you is going to win $5,000, so that is quite impressive.
And the most exciting thing about this whole situation is we're not judging.
That's right.
That's right. We got Claudio and Dino here from the Jerky Boys. We're going to catch up with them very shortly, but they've put the money up today, so all the pressure is on the boys from the Jerky Co.
All right, get back to cooking. Get back to the grills, boys.
A $5,000 burger is going to be won this morning. Unbelievable stuff.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Sean.
We are celebrating Father's Day by having 4 dads cook their signature burger on our balcony as we speak and judging that and therefore rewarding the $5,000 from the Jerky Co. are the guys from the Jerky Co.
That's right, Natalie, because they've always got their hands on their meat. Hello, boys.
Claudia, how are you? Start with.
Very well, thank you. Good, thank you.
Yeah, so this is a huge opportunity, $5,000 for a burger.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, we know how to judge a burger.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. We are glad that we've been taking ourselves off the responsibility of this. How are you going to be judging today's burger?
So we've got a bit of criteria. So we're going to go by taste, presentation, and creativity.
What do you think is the most, out of those things, the most important?
Definitely taste.
Yeah,
Definitely
taste is
taste.
king. I agree.
Yeah, I heard a few hints about structural integrity, but
well, Matt Preston was one of the ones that we went on a burger thing with Matt one time, and Matt said structural integrity, how a burger holds up when you're eating it.
Because if it falls apart in
your
your hands, then it
could be
diminishes the experience.
I'm glad that you're talking about taste, though. We had an argument with a sausage roll judge at the Royal Show one year because we said that taste should take priority over presentation. He said no, presentation should take priority over taste.
I'm all about presentation.
Okay, so imagine this, right?
So
you've gone into a place, right, and you've eaten something that looks amazing and the taste isn't that great. Will you go back? You go to a place where something looks not that bad, not good. You eat it and it's amazing. Will you go back? You'll go back to the thing that tastes good.
I agree.
Checkmate.
Oh my God, I won. I don't even know what to do.
So, Claude, you a big burger fan anyway?
Absolutely. They're a little bit different at 7 a.m, but we'll see how we go. So,
where do you get your burgers from normally?
Look, between us and the boys, probably McDonald's is the closest.
Ronald really puts the care in, doesn't he?
Absolutely, yeah.
Claudio, are you concerned that one of the burgers has Reaper relish? So we're talking chili.
For myself and Brandon, we're not much chili eaters. We struggle just at mild at Nando's. But I think Dino will pick up that one. But yeah, we're a little bit concerned, but we should be okay on this one.
All right, well, there's a lot of pressure on $5,000 when you're looking at those guys in the eyes, 4 of them who are up for this cash. Do you feel bad about someone, or the 3 of them that are not walking home with anything?
Yeah, definitely, Shane. Yeah. We were outside having a little chat with them, and they definitely seem a bit nervous.
Yeah.
Well, each of them have got a real legitimate reason why they need the money, and you're not going to give that to 3 of them.
Thank you.
They will walk away with walk away with jerky hampers, though. So.
Yeah, that's what
we'll make sure we take care of
it. Which is practically the same thing.
That's what
exactly.
You're going to be happy with the jerky.
All right, judging will be happening very soon, and then you will be declaring the winner. So we're not far away from that at all.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
There's been an announcement made that we have not talked about, nor will we normally talk about, but I think it's important that we do.
Oh, here we go.
And that is that we, over the last 20 years, have never been
Nathan.
Never been
We're not
nominated.
Talking about it, aren't we?
No, we are nominated for an award. We're up for an award now. Right?
We have officially been nominated for the first time
ever
in 20 years.
Ever.
For an Australian Radio Award.
Yes.
Okay.
We're up for an ACRA Award for Best On-Air Team.
So that's like a Logie at radio.
So there's 5 people in the category, right?
Would you go that high?
I don't know. Let's be nice to them. They might be listening. So anyway, their odds are out on Sportsbet.
Yes, that's right. You can gamble on it.
Odds are out on Sportsbet. So
how are we looking in the field? Nathan, talk us through
the odds.
Uh-huh.
All right. The Kyle and Jackie O show, they are coming in the strongest at $1.65.
I believe they're the reigning champions too.
They are reigning champions.
So they hold the award as we speak.
Nova's own Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel, they are coming in at $4.
Okay.
Respectable?
I'm a big fan.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Okay,
they're
from
coming
WSFM in Sydney.
Yeah, they're coming in at $6. Yeah. The Christian O'Connell show?
Yeah, that's Melbourne.
$6.
He's an English guy. Came out here to play his trade.
Well, he can't be beaten by him.
Oh, by the sounds of it, we
Hang
will
on,
be.
wait. So just to be clear, 5 contestants in this category. You've named 4.
So number 5, Nathan, Nat and Sean,
It just
Nova
says-
937 Perth.
Next to our, it just says who?
That is, we're coming in at $8.50.
Oh, Sean. Are we putting the house on it? What do you reckon?
Here's the thing. I was just thinking about just this then, right? So Nathan asked me, can we shorten the odds with people getting behind us? And the answer is absolutely. So if we all in this room probably put on $150 each, something like that, the odds will come in.
Yes.
But here's the other thing. If we tell people not to touch it the whole way through to the last moment, the odds will go out.
And that's when we jump
strike.
Do you think we need to tell people not to touch it? No. Can I just say, only because from my experience, I rang Mum and Dad when I saw the odds and said, oh, hey, listen to the odds, because I've never been in a situation where I've been able to bet on myself before.
Yeah, this is great.
And it's very exciting. And we're legally allowed to bet on
That's right, because we can't affect the outcome.
Yes.
So like football players playing in the game, Sean.
Yeah, they wouldn't do that.
So when are you going to get time like this again? So I said to Mum and Dad, who were on speakerphone, I said to them, oh, hey, I think that I might put $1,000 on us to win. And Mum and Dad both at the same time went, no! And I went, are you kidding me? Is that not...
Because they couldn't answer quick enough?
Well, yes.
That was
had a
incomprehensible that you could put that money on yourself.
That was a visceral reaction, not to putting it on yourself, but on the fact that we have no chance of winning.
I might as well just burn the money.
That's right.
They said.
Well, no, that's accurate.
It probably is.
$1.65.
I mean, it took us 20 years to be nominated, as if they're going to give it to a team from Perth on the first go.
I'm putting money on. How much are you putting on?
Oh, $3.50.
How much are you putting on?
What are we putting on?
No,
because you know what happens. I tell you a number, then I put in less.
I'm going to put about at least $100 on us.
Yeah. No,
we're not going to win,
but
just
the last
in case.
moment.
You know me, I love a Bradbury moment.
Yeah, that's right.
Nah.
This isn't it, though. Unless there's some sort of hideous bus accident on the way to the awards. And we're all that's left standing.
Radio's wiped out except for one team.
I won't look sus at all.
And then we wouldn't win it either.
No, we wouldn't.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast. Whenever you need a burger sizzled or a terrible dad joke. Hey, son, how do you make a burger smile? You pickle it gently.
Yeah, good one, Dad.
It's Griller Warfare.
Nothing excites the guys more than food. And if your dad is the same, the Jerky Co. is the perfect Father's Day gift. Sort Dad's Prezi out now at jerkyco.com.au.
It is Father's Day on Sunday, and to celebrate, 4 dads have been engaged in griller warfare here on the Nova balcony.
It's been amazing. We met them throughout the week.
Yes.
We hand-selected them because we thought they're the most delicious burgers that we want to try, and it's all come down to this, Sean McManus. $5,000 is about to be won by the Jerky Co.
Yeah, the boys are here. It's Brandon, Claudio and Dino are here. They've been trying them out going around. We will say, by the way, thank you for your support, because over the last couple of years we've had darts, we've had axe throwing. You guys are always part of our team. And now we've got your tasted burgers, and all the pressure is now on you.
All right. Who is going to be giving over the judgment today?
I think we'll just do a little bit of a handover to each other.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So maybe what we can do is you can speak about each burger and then tell us about the pros and the cons.
Definitely.
Let's start.
That sounds good. So Ken's Burger was up first. Definitely up there in terms of flavour and creativity.
So this is the one that had camembert in the middle of the patty, yes.
I think he had top marks in terms of the creativity. We then went on to Adolfo's burger, which was really good. Had a bit of a Mexican Latino tinge on it, which was really
good. The guacamole was amazing.
Yeah, you said there was something different with the guac. What was
it was amazing. It was just, very tasty. Loved it.
Secret guac.
We never doubted it, Adolfo.
Okay, so then we had Mark with the chicken burger. What was your thoughts on that, Claudio?
I thought I was having a zinger burger from KFC, actually. It was, but better. It was excellent. So really, really good. Loved that one, actually. It was good work.
All right. And finally, it was Ryan.
Yes.
Who had,
this one was a bit of a daunting one, but when we saw the Carolina Reaper on the relish, we were a bit worried, but actually it had a very good balance of flavour, so really well done, Ryan. It was very, very top.
Ryan also had a unique side dish, and that was a photo of his children.
The little touches.
Yeah, that was a great touch. The relish was really good. It was well balanced, like Brandon said. The Turkish bread was great. So, yeah, very, very tough decision. We deliberated quite a while on this, and between the three of us, we all had different decisions, but we just let the points do the talking, really. So,
So what were the point scores up to? Was it a 10 in each
out of 10,
department? department?
Yep. That's what we did. And then obviously we had taste, presentation, and creativity. So, it was definitely quite difficult and very close. Had to do a bit of a rock, paper, scissors on certain things.
So it actually came down to a 0.5.
Oh!
So not even a whole score, 0.5.
As tight as.
Yeah, so it was very, very close. I actually said to the gentleman maybe they should quit their day jobs and start making burgers for a living because they were excellent. We would definitely buy them.
Okay. We'll have a drum roll now. Got a drone going. Let's announce the winner of $5,000 from the Jerky
By 0.5, would like to congratulate Kent today for the best.
Unbelievable! Yes, with the camembert in the patty. Ken, congratulations.
I believe it.
Ken! Hey, Ken, you thought you were winning when you were walking away with the barbecue.
It even looking like this.
Hey, Ken, why is this money so important to you right now?
Oh, mate, me and my wife, my beautiful wife, Regina, we're going to New Zealand at Christmas time.
Yeah.
Just had dental surgery, and, man, it's going to help so much.
Oh, that's so good, buddy.
Got it from the Jerky Co. Awesome. Just awesome.
Well, you made a really fine burger, so congratulations.
We've just seen somebody win $5,000 for a burger. Everybody, ram cheese in your patty. Ram cheese in your patty.
Congratulations. Thank you to the Jerky Co. for being massive supporters of this.
Yeah,
and well done.
I can't wait to see what weird thing we're doing next year. It's going to be brilliant.
You got to top it somehow.
Yeah, that's right. Brilliant work.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Okay, so this is a bit of an issue for a sandwich chain. They've been fined $1.5 million over an incident where an employee was trapped in a walk-in freezer for 2.5 hours.
Oh, no. So this isn't just a cool room. This is a freezer.
Yeah, let's go through the story. The female worker, who was dressed only in jeans and a T-shirt, was forced to stay warm by moving around the minus 18-degree freezer. The employee was eventually rescued after being found in distress by a colleague and was treated for suspected hypothermia. The worker said she feared for her life during the incident.
Of course she would have.
Which happened in London in July 2021. While trapped, the worker's breathing was restricted while she gradually lost sensation in her thighs and feet. That's insane.
It's not good.
She attempted to use a torn cardboard box as a shield from the cold air blowing from the ventilator.
Oh, that's when you know things are going badly.
But her hands were too cold to break the box.
Oh, no. So if you're ever in this situation, tear the box up the moment you get in there, okay? The moment you get in there.
Yeah, do whatever you
Don't
need.
wait.
Whatever you need to do digitally, do that.
Don't wait.
I'm sorry. Imagine,
poor girl.
She would have, honestly, think about that. So an hour's gone, an hour and a half. And like mine's 18, you're in a jeans and T-shirt.
Yes.
And she's thinking that I'm going to die.
Yes. And they can't hear you.
It's usually things that take a little while where you suddenly think, I think this is the way I'm going to go. This is how I go.
I think this
is how I go.
This is the end.
This is it.
An
hour and a half.
And just that time to dawn on you, like, no, this is, and then to think this is how I die. And you don't want to die where people are laughing.
And
like
the other thing is, how useful is she around the store if they didn't know she was missing for 2.5 hours?
If I was in court, that's what I'd be saying. No one knew that she was missing. That's on her.
Right. You know what? Be more of a presence.
That's right.
If you can, while you're at work,
louder.
go into a room and freeze to death for hours and no one noticed, then come on.
Exactly.
Make more of an impression.
And wear a cardigan. That's our 2 pieces of advice.
I thought it'd be great to hear from people who have had that thought, well, this is how I go.
Looking at you, McManus.
Well, yeah, that happened to me when I was drowning because I literally was in Bali and I was swimming for my life. But I was thinking at the time how embarrassing because I swim.
Yeah,
I swum to Rono in those groups and stuff
think,
like that. How embarrassing is this?
Drown?
I mean, apart from all the other things going in your mind, but that was one big time focus. How embarrassing.
So this is how I go. Have you thought about that when you've been enduring something that wasn't too pleasant? Give us a call, 13 24 10. We're going to give somebody $300 to spend at the Herdsman Market.
For your last meal?
Yes. Entertain this Father's Day with our state's best produce, all under one roof at the Herdsman Market. But we're talking about those times where you're thinking, oh, my God, this is it. This is actually how I die.
Ever had the thought that you're, this is how you're going to die, Ellie?
In the newsroom?
Just reading the news?
No, last time I was in Bali, which was a while ago, and I remember we caught a taxi from Ubud to, I think, where we were staying, Seminyak, I don't know. And the driver, it was nighttime, and the driver took us, like, off the beaten path.
And
murdered? Me and my girlfriend in the background, we were like, this is it. Like,
this is it.
So I was thinking, like, what,
yeah. How do you
Kung
get out
fu
of that?
moves do I know? Like, I had a whole
What does
escape
Oprah tell
plan.
me?
Yeah.
And really, he was just taking you away from the traffic.
Yeah, he was just avoiding the traffic.
Traffic's awful.
That was really scary.
Even though you're glad that you're not being murdered, is there a part of you that goes, well, why not me?
I'm actually good
point.
thanks.
Pretty good point.
Literally no one has that thought.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't know why is
I'm not good enough to be murdered.
Yeah, like what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
interesting.
just prefer to live.
James is in Ballsbrook. Hey, James.
Hey, how you going, guys?
Good, James. All right, so we're talking about when we think, okay, this is how I go. What do you got for us?
Well, so I do volunteer firefighting because I love getting paid for nothing.
Putting your life on the line. Yep.
Yeah, so I don't even remember about 3 years ago now, there was that big fire up near Ocean Farm, Red Gully. It was sort of up near Lano.
Yep.
Sort of ways. Yep. So we're out there. And I had this very, let's say, intelligent person tell me to park myself on this track. And I said, oh, no, it's fine. It's not coming this way. We just want you to, just keep an eye on it. There was me and one other bloke there in this truck, and I was after half an hour, I was like, I'll just, park up here, sitting on the back, just watching the world go by. And I was like, what's that glow? And he goes, I don't know. Within
I don't know.
minutes, it was on us, and I'm like, oh no. And then,
This is it.
And then on the truck, and then the truck wouldn't start. Then I stalled it, and then I couldn't get it into gear. Panicking. So then you have to sort of stop and collect yourself and do all your breath. And then the worst part was when we got back, there was they'd eaten all the food. There was no welfare, no food or nothing.
No, they'd eaten all the sandwiches.
Can you imagine that? Life and death, you get back there, at least I'm going to walk into a bloody tuna triangle sandwich.
Yeah, exactly.
No food or anything. Maybe a curried egg, no.
I'm devoted for you.
Hey, James, did you have any kind of hose on the truck or anything when you guys were parked up?
Yes. But the problem is, only on the BMW, but if it's that big, I mean, this was like almost half a kilometre long. So your hose isn't going to do anything. It's just tuck and roll, get out of there.
Yeah.
So,
be like throwing a glass of water on it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You're pretty much, yeah. So, and even the pub was shut on the way home.
Just keeps getting worse.
James, are you still a volley? You still do it?
Yeah, I'm a sucker for punishment.
Yeah.
And
then, you guys do great work.
You know what I love?
Amazing.
You know what I love is they say after a near-death experience, you look at life and you grab it with both hands. He just looked at life and looked at the lack of catering.
Yes.
And the pub was shut on the way home.
Oh, great work. Thank you. Adam's in South Freo. Hi, Adam.
Hey, guys. How you going?
Hey,
good,
Adam.
buddy. Now, when did it look like your life was on the line and you were like, this is how I go?
Yeah, it was in the height of my stupidity backpacking days.
Yes.
And it was in India, and I was with 3 other backpackers, and we decided to catch a goods carrier truck from Srinagar, Kashmir to Leh Ladakh. It was about 400 kilometres.
Yeah.
Anyway, it took 4 days to travel 400 kilometres. If you can imagine doing 100 kilometres a day, you're just trudging along.
Yes.
Anyway, towards the end of it, we went through this pass between the Himalayas, and it said, the sign said, "You are under direct fire, be careful."
Oh,
what?
Yeah, because this is Kashmir where they were always fighting over Kashmir. Yeah.
Yeah, but Pakistan and India fighting all the time.
Yeah.
So I had been a backpacker, no idea about any of that. This was just winging it the whole way through.
Of course.
Anyway, so we see this sign, and we start to be a bit more concerned than normal, and then we rock up past the checkpoint, and then as soon as we pass the checkpoint, the driver, who's been doing 10 kilometres an hour for forever, does 110 at full speed to make sure we don't get blasted.
He's been saving himself for this moment.
Once there's a threat of bullets, he can put the gas on.
It's one of those giant goods carrier trucks that's doing 110 along, and we're just going, oh my God. So then the next thing that happened, he's actually blown a tyre. We heard the bang, and then he's a Sikh guy, so he's got like a religious shrine in the front of his
Yes.
apartment,
Yeah, of course.
and he's touching the shrine. He's actually thinking we're actually having a near-death experience. And then he gets out and realises it's a flat
Yes,
tyre.
you haven't been shot.
But,
It's just a flat tyre.
Yeah, but the scary thing was, later that night, we were waiting in the convoy of trucks, and then we were in the middle of the barrage between Pakistan and India. There was actual bombs going. You could see them across the sky between where we were. So there was shooting
Amazing.
across us. It was bizarre.
So you on the goods truck? Did you just hitchhike, or what? How did you find yourself on that goods truck?
So what you do is it's a dodgy backpacker thing where you go, okay, instead of spending hundreds of dollars and catching a flight or whatever, we'll just jump on the top of a truck for $10 to pay the driver. I was with 3 other backpackers from different countries, and the whole experience of the actual bombs going off was heightened from sort of the green cigarettes we were smoking at the time.
And what goods was the truck carrying? Do you remember? Did you know?
Who knows, mate? Who knows? It's Pakistan, India. Who knows what sort of dodgy stuff was going on?
Well, cashmere jackets.
Well, because you were smoking the green funny stuff. I just wondered if they had any good snacks.
Just cashmere sweaters.
Hi, Rhonda.
Good morning, guys. Love your show.
Rhonda.
You make my day every morning.
Rhonda, and this is why I'm really glad that you're currently living.
So am I.
So when was it? What happened?
Long time ago.
Yeah.
So, yes, I did live to tell the tale, obviously.
Mm.
So many years ago, forward driving, my husband and I, pre-kids, so up the Mundaring power lines, used to go there a lot of weekends, and in a short wheelbase Land Cruiser. So driving along, it was a lot of big ruts, so we kind of went off kilter, and next minute we're basically, the driver's side's 2 wheels are hanging over the edge of a very, very big drop.
Oh, oh my God, it's like the movies.
Sitting there, and my husband looked at me and he said, "Now don't move." And he proceeded to leave his seat, climb over me, and get out of my passenger seat door, and still telling me, don't move, just stay there while we wait for help. I honestly
So
thought...
wait there, he got out and left you in there to weigh the car down as an anchor so it didn't go over the edge.
Yeah, exactly.
And he got out.
He got out.
Over the top of you.
He crawled over the top of you.
You got to look, go, nah,
and then
my
said,
worst.
don't move.
I've got a lot more to live for.
Rhonda, you still married to this man?
I am nearly 43 years.
Rhonda!
Well, as long as you know your position.
That's what's known as a massive red flag, Rhonda.
I know.
Move. Let's not get you out of the car. No, you stay there.
That's right. Whatever you do, don't you move.
So, Rhonda, how long did it take to get help and what happened?
We were lucky we were travelling with a group, so it wasn't too long. It was probably, it seemed like a long time,
Yeah,
but
of
it was
course.
probably only about 15 minutes or
It's
so.
a long time when it's you in the car.
It's a long time teetering over an edge.
Yes,
I
it
can
is.
tell you.
What's this wonderful man's name?
Laurie.
Laurie, take a good hard look at yourself,
Right now,
mate.
some women are going, what a monster. Many men are going, I see exactly what he did there.
Yeah.
I back
Sean's
him up
one of
on
them.
it.
Thanks, Rhonda. Taryn's in Rockingham. Hello.
Hello, how are you going?
Hey, Taryn. When did you think, oh my God, this is how I die?
Well, many moons ago in Ireland, I was a supervisor in a meat factory, and we got this huge new machine that was like, there was these compression things underneath that would shoot the meat out of mold. Being the supervisor, being the supervisor, I have to make sure everything's kept going, and there was meat got stuck underneath. So I went underneath the machine, and the compression thing shot up and wedged my head in, and I was there. It felt like ages, but I was stuck. My head was stuck in. I couldn't get it out of this lodge, and I swore my skull was going to explode.
Yeah. So it would have been constant pressure on it.
The meat compression thing.
Yeah, and only that the machine malfunctioned. It must have done a malfunction in the compression release.
Yes.
I wouldn't be here to tell you this
I
story.
know, because what if they came in and found her too late, and there she is, just her body, and from the neck up, it's just sausages.
That's how it works, Nathan. That's how it works.
It was Billy the Smiling Sausage. So there you go.
So your head must be really tough for the machine to malfunction once it's jammed you in there.
Yeah, I've always been told I'm a tough nut.
Tougher than a rissole, they say. They've always said it about Darren.
Was there a compo payout for that?
Well, would you believe I went to the manager and I said, because I was really dizzy and, that I had a big crackdown in my skull, and they just laughed at me.
Well, you know what? I can understand why they laughed.
I know.
Well, it was Ireland in the 90s.
Yeah,
in the 90s.
You're hilarious, Darren.
I have to say, you're the first person who spoke to that's gotten their head stuck in a meat compression machine.
I know. Live to tell the tale. Amazing stories all around, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, they were great, actually. Really enjoyed them. $300 to spend at the Herdsman Market. Entertain this Father's Day with our state's best produce, all under one roof at the Herdsman Market. I'm going to go to Adam, who told us a story about his backpacking.
Oh, in the disputed state of Kashmir while he was on open fire.
Oh, yeah, grabbing a lift on the goods train.
Yep, that's right.
Nathan, Nat and Sean in podcast form.
Nova's 100 grand or 100 in the hand. Thanks to Liberty. Loans for free thinkers. Got a grand idea? Free think your way to a home, car or personal loan with Liberty today. Eligibility and conditions apply.
We're all about choice around here, and you know who's got that choice? It's Michelle from Medora Bay. Harry, do you want to get her up? Hi. There we go. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Mish.
How you going?
Good, Mish.
Okay. We love choice.
Yeah, so we've had a look in your purse, and it's looking pretty bare.
There's room for $100.
It's looking
cash,
pretty bare.
for certain, because that's one option.
Yep.
Or the other option is to go into the draw to win that 100 grand. We're currently there are 280 people in the draw. You'd be 281. What do you reckon?
What are you thinking, Michelle?
I'm thinking I would love to go in the draw for 100K.
Of course you would.
Gambler.
You'd be so good with it. What would you do with it?
I want to be that person that goes into a jewellery store and has no budget.
Really?
Go in.
But then do you
why not? Have my moment.
walk out with something that, is worth a lot of money, but it doesn't look that big?
I know, you have to walk out with your tiara, don't you?
No.
Yeah.
You have to walk out with your tiara.
Yeah. But I think I think I'd just like to go in and spend like a budget.
Yeah.
A budget.
So what are you thinking? What is bracelets your thing? Anklets,
A
ring?
necklace.
What are we talking? What's your poison?
I love pearls.
Yes.
So maybe something with a bit of pearls and diamonds.
Love pearls.
Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
All right, well, you're officially in the
Does
running,
every
Michelle.
girl need a good set of pearls? I remember back in the day, every woman was said to
not
have
a
had
string of pearls. I've got
a
pearl
good
earrings.
string of
Yeah.
pearls.
Yeah, I think you do. I do love my Willie Creek pearls, I've got to say.
Well, they're down below us here
Yes.
in Subiaco.
There we go.
It's a great piece of information, Sean.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
all I've got for you there.
I was just saying we might be able to get you a discount.
Yeah.
We know the
have
Willie
no
Pearl girls.
sway over
The Willie Pearl
Pearl
girls are great.
Michelle, it's official. You're in the running for the 100K. Good luck, my friend.
Fabulous. Thank you.
All right.
So you don't have a string of pearls?
I don't have a string of pearls. I've got
Amy,
pearl
do you have a
earrings,
string of
though.
pearls?
Nope. I've got a pearl ring.
Yeah.
I bought Megan some for Christmas once.
A string of pearls?
No, just pearl earrings. She told me to take them back.
Oh, really?
Did she?
Did she?
Yeah.
She didn't go for it. I like my pearl earrings.
I thought they were really nice. Anyway.
Oh, you know what? You were wrong.
Bloody oath I was.
The
And I was
earrings might
told
be
many
nice, but you
times,
don't
mate.
know your wife very well.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Today's been the first day this week when all three of us have worked on the
It's
same day.
unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Really good stuff. We gave away $5,000 for a burger this morning.
Well done to Ken.
God,
Yes.
Candy was so
Yeah.
wrapped. And the Jerky Co boys. That was
Yes.
great. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Brilliant work all round.
Next week on our show, he's going to be in the studio with us live. Osher Gunsberg.
And we're going to meet Mary Poppins. How cool's that?
I know, spoonful of sugar.
Yes, please.
Hello, Ross.
Hello. You remember when it was Andrew G? You know?
Yeah.
I don't
Andrew
think
G.
he wants to be reminded of that, to be honest.
I wonder why.
Blonde tips. I did the same.
Yeah.
You were right in there with those blonde tips. They look great.
Someone put a photo up of me with my blonde tips just yesterday, our boss Dave,
Yeah.
and I look like Ellen.
I don't think so. You look like one of the cast of Saved by the Bell.
Yes.
I don't think that's
More
much
accurate.
better.
More accurate.
Hey, tomorrow in Perth, there is going to be, it's probably already here, a pair of shoes worth $100,000.
Are they the Back to the Future ones?
No, these ones are Sneakerland tomorrow, RSC Arena. These particular ones are the 1985 Jordan 1 Chicagos.
Oh, right. The Back to the Future ones, they're $80,000.
Yeah,
They're going to be here as well, the Marty McFly shoes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They
Yeah.
must be spewing that they're second fiddle. Nigel.
I know.
The $80,000 shoes are not even the most impressive
What brand
ones.
are the Marty McFly shoes?
They'll Nike, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. But like, if you go into any sneaker store around Perth right now, Ross, you walk in there and say, "Show me your most expensive pair of sneakers," and they've usually got one behind the counter, and it's usually in the $100,000 range.
People really get into this.
Yeah. It's
crazy.
a thing.
Mine are $20.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.